Shaykh Muhammad Tahir Al-Qadri takes the stage to a packed auditorium, preaching peace and love, also tolerance, but not for radical extremists.
They become extremists, they become terrorists, they become violent, they become militant. So if you adopt this kind of character, your every single mandatory act of worship would be rejected, would be rejected, would be rejected. I'm trying to spiritualize you so that every single person of you may become de-radicalized.
This is Al-Hidayah, an Islamic retreat at the University of Warwick in Britain, featuring lectures by the influential Pakistani cleric. He runs a multimedia empire that showcases his lectures in Pakistan, but in Britain, he is promoting his recent fatwa on terrorism. A comprehensive 600-page religious edict that harshly condemns terror attacks, condemning suicide attackers to hell and disowning them from Islam. Available online in English, Arabic, and Urdu, the fatwa meticulously sources the Quran and other classical Islamic texts. It's viewed as arguably the most comprehensive theological rejection of terrorism to date, something a silent Muslim majority has long demanded, he says.
The reality is that they were waiting for a long time to get this kind of voice. Their hearts had become dazzled, and their spirits and their souls, they were thirsty. And unfortunately, the peaceful people are always silent. They don't create news.
Al-Hidayah means guidance, and this three-day retreat is billed as something of a summer camp for Islamic learning, specifically for a younger generation. And this year's conference focuses exclusively on fighting extremism. Al-Hidayah has been running for 6 years in the UK. About 1,500 participants came this year, many of them teenagers from across Europe and North America. Qazi is from Chicago. He says the events of 9/11 left many young American Muslims in a state of confusion.
Definitely people are getting confused and we're worrying about their identity. What does it mean to be a Muslim? Does it mean to be something like this?
So when Qazi heard about the fatwa on terrorism, he immediately booked a place at Al-Hidayah.
It's really an amazing feeling to know that, it's like official, something's happened. I just wish this happened a whole lot earlier.
Ul-Qadri also loudly tackles women's rights, among other things, saying women should be allowed to pray with men in mosques with no separation, a point he makes with humor.
They don't feel need of any curtain when they send them to market for grocery and for shopping. No curtain there. For their social gatherings, no curtain. When they come to learn something, 10-foot high wall is between them.
It's a refreshing take on Islam for Dutch teenager Yasmin.
It's like, how do you call that? A place of being home, returning back home. So if I see all those people, the boys, girls, everyone with their Islamic clothes, it makes me happy. And in Holland, I miss that feeling. Yes, you really missed something last year because one of the lectures was about women's rights. I cried for like 2 hours on a row.
Next year, Al-Hidayah will be in London and is expecting more than 5,000 participants. Evidence perhaps that Al-Qadri's message is spreading. Atika Schubert, CNN, Coventry, England.